Choose a piss page, set it. I'm sorry to be moderate in this mode, but man, I want to talk about this Diddy situation because, bro, this is crazy. Like, this boy Diddy done got done went AWOL with the whole man baby oil. Good gracious, like that stuff is wild, man. I've been saying it's a slippery slope, man. Like people gotta throw the Halloween party with Diddy. Like they got to throw a bad boy party this year. Somebody gotta have the shiny suits out there. Somebody gotta have everybody dressing like Tommy Pickles. You gotta dress like the Tone Loc from Baby Kids. Like we gotta get that joint popping. That joint gotta be like crazy, like. But I'm thinking about live, man, and going live, trying to do podcasts, being on the internet, wanting to be an influencer. You always gotta try to get some people to view your shit. And I don't care about nobody viewing my stuff because, hey, I already, you know what I'm saying? I'm spiritually inclined. Feel me? I got my little staff on. This right here, because some people, a lot of these things don't even know what they mean. Got that peacock. With that peacock, bro, I'm already in the movie. Not only am I already in the movie, like I spiritually know my name, my gifts, learning them, developing them, and man, ETF or EFT, that's the only thing, because they always be switching names and shit. It's one of the best ones to have, because I'm always in my dopamine cell. I ain't even had to really smoke. Like, I'm just floating off this Diddy stuff. This stuff is comical. And not only is it comical, man, learning the spirit and knowing how spirits work, that joint is the bomb. Cause I got these glasses, Bluetooth. I be listening to music on it, taking pictures on it. I be in my zone. And people don't even get it. Like, when I'm just like, man, I want Ray-Ban to be my sponsor. They might come out of nowhere, offer me some money. Cause of these, they sales gonna spike when people really think about it. Cause they got cameras everywhere. With them having cameras everywhere, you can't do nothing no more. You got a GPS always on you. You feel me? So you gotta go off grid. So you gotta get rid of this. You gotta get rid of the two-way mirror. Everywhere you go, you're gonna pass a ringer. You feel me? Like you're gonna see them everywhere. So if you see them everywhere, man, it ain't no escape. And I just know this cause like, man, the police be giving us information when stuff happen. Cause like when I was in the home invasion, they just let me know like, nah, this the crazy world we into. You feel me? Like I was about to go to the dang on pool and stuff and do my live, but I ain't pay the internet bill on this device. So yeah, that's why I need to make me some money off some influence and stuff. But you gotta come up with too many ideas, and I could talk for hours. Talk for hours about anything. It's esoteric knowledge around here. Or sometimes I like to call it Eric Tarot. You know what I'm saying? Throw some shit off. You ain't always gotta be with the propaganda. Once you become a pro with this, you just got do whatever, man. But it is what it is. Can't go to the beach. Can't take y'all to the pool. You feel me? But caramel apple. So y'all, what I be doing, your MTV Cribs type moment. Look at this. Celsius. When I want to get drunk, I get this. You don't even need no alcohol. You get this, you talk to the gods. I'm telling you, they put something in there. They put something in that thing. It's banned in the NCAA. And when it be banned in the NCAA, that joint speed up the heart to where you be like, oh, nah, man. I'm going in right now. Cause I'm talking about I drank one of them joints. I had to go hooping. I had one earlier. That's why I'm talking so much. You gotta get that energy out. And Celsius, I need them to sponsor me too. I heard they give a quick 10 bands to people. And I'm one of their great employees. I do commercials for them. I really want to do commercials for T-Mobile. I'm about to start name dropping. I need to do commercials for T-Mobile because I've been working for them for 10 years. I get some commercials for them. I can tell people how I lost weight using T-Mobile service. And people be like, you lost weight using T-Mobile? Yes, I lost weight using T-Mobile service. When I had Sprint, You had to be around Wi-Fi, just like this signal just showed you. Like it was cutting off. I couldn't get no signal nowhere. You couldn't go out. You know what I'm saying? So with Sprint, I'm just in the house all day. Wasn't no sprinting going on. But then with T-Mobile, when I got loose from my Sprint contract and bought T-Mobile, I was like, yeah, I'm all over the place now. Not only was I all over the place, I could go to the gym. I can listen to my tunes. I can make my music and stuff. Like I was getting it in on the treadmill. I went from 334 pounds down to 175 in 2013. But that's also because I had the power of God. Like God was just watching me, giving me ideas. Because again, I had such a terrible year coming up that the year before he gave me so much of a blessing. I knew I was being watched. Like I knew it because I really had everything going for me. You know what I'm saying? Not really everything going for me. I was in my darkest days because I didn't know what was going on. I'm losing my parental figures. You know what I'm saying? My grandma, she the one that raised me, took me in every night. She about to pass away. I'm only like 22, going on 23. And then my prayers used to be that she see me be a man. And I was like, man, she seeing me be a man within her own light and not within like the way that I see it because nothing's perfect but the plan of God. So always knowing that I can't be ahead of God plan, but I have to know what God plan is how I got my spiritual name because my spiritual name is Apollo, God of wisdom. You know, not wisdom, but God of like words. You know what I mean? Because Zeus is the God of wisdom. That's his head God. And this is why I like the fact that I'm live right now because I do this on TikTok all the time, but when you can do it on live, you can just keep going because that's how my energy go. Like I keep going, but I've been so quiet for years that it made me to where I was like, man, let me unplug my subconscious. I got too much stuff in this mood. All right, so like every time I talk about Apollo, people be like, Apollo was Greek. Look at it, look at the hair. Those are locks. Those are angel locks. He has his hair tied up to let you know. And they painted the statue. Look at this. Look at this. Here's another picture of Apollo. Those are angel locks. You feel me? And like I told people on my TikTok, you can't never tell me what's in my head if you can't tell me how many dreads I got. Like, for real. So, yeah, like they say, know yourself like the back of your hand. You feel me? Like, know thyself. Know where we came from. Like, this is a whole introduction I can give to people on this live. Cause I'm ready to really make a podcast with the family, let people know what's going on in this world. Here go a picture of me when I was 334 pounds. See my niece, motivation. Yo, I remember she used to be wrapped in this little white blanket, right? So I wrapped the white blanket up one time. You feel like real good because my homie's head came over and I was like, man, I'm about to trick the hell out of her. So I was like, bro, hold my niece real quick. So when he tried to hold, I just let her go. Well, it was an Elmo doll. I let the Elmo doll drop. The thing like, blop. He said, oh, because he thought he dropped. I was like, yeah, nah, bro. I was like, bro, my knees. Oh, man. Like, I be in the creative mode sometimes, but I had to get that little demon out of it because I used to be crazy with the ways I used to do stuff. Like back in the day, well, really, I feel like I got fat because I used to run away from my mama. So instead of me getting whoopings, I'm raised with my grandma. So I went to my mama's house on the weekends, and then my mama and papa, which is my other grandparents, I go to their house like on Sundays or sometimes school vacations, so they'll take us out of town. So this is my mixtape. Feel me? Pocket size. I can just hand it to somebody. Hey, go ahead and scan it. But I try to hand it to people that I feel like is gonna listen to it. Cause I can check later to see if they listen to it. Cause you know, I don't really want people checking for me unless they look like they need, some uplifting. This me, 334 pounds, dark skin. I done got the red skin, copper skin tone. This is Venus right here, the and what the ain't mean, the ain't, I don't really know how to pronounce all that stuff because I don't get too verbal with stuff because everything has a different pronunciation when you go to different accents, different languages, different cultures. You know what I'm saying? It's just different trials of existence. But this right here just represents Venus, the woman, the protector. Wednesdays, most of the time, is when Venus takes over. Also, the goddess Sarah is who gave me my mental back by sunlight. Because Apollo to some people would be Lucifer also. Because what Romans did was change the name of a lot of these demigods and gods, but they still wanted to keep it solid in the book. Because before his name was Lucifer, he went by the angel Samuel. But what they do is they are born into flesh. So Jesus will be Zeus because they are born into flesh without memory. So when they're born into flesh without memory, they have to find out who they is by hatching out of the Kundalini. So they usually do the same roles that they've been doing. And it's a lot of hidden stuff about Jesus, but I don't want to get too much into that because I'm trying to, introduce myself. I'm just a son of Zeus. You feel me? I'm not that high of a being. I'm only on my demigod level. See me when I was younger. Then I started eating sweets a lot. When I started eating sweets, because I used to run from my mama so I wouldn't get whooped, man, I got big. And with me getting big, yeah, you can't do no too much running. But I still would hide pillows inside. 'Cause I was so big, I could hide pillows inside of my clothes. So when they was whooping me, I couldn't even feel it. So and I was always ahead of the game. Like, so all my people that I passed, you know what I'm saying? We used to exchange secrets and wisdom. And it was crazy because, like, once they always would see that I was learning, they were just like, they was leaving. They was leaving. So that's how I know I was raised by angels because my papa, the one that preached the most, he was the prophet. He told us, you know what I'm saying, to look into this Bible, read these religions, learn our discernment. And once he seen I had discernment, he just left. Like I was about 16 years old. He started losing his voice to cancer. He had to start whispering then because in my mind I was like, man, he always preaching, but I see him and my pops don't get along. So what was they fallout? That's what ended up happening. He stopped preaching. He lost his voice, but he whispered until the day of his last days because he told the doctors he was going to choose when his last day was. They wasn't going to choose it. So he whispered to us, told us the truth about everything. We saw him walk his little brother to heaven. He also helped other people get to heaven. He used to go in and bless people's houses. Well, my sister, she's 5 years older than me, but that's Artemis by spirit. But her name is Leah Rochelle is what she go by. And Leah Rochelle is also House of Jacob. That's a whole nother story about the Israelites and how the Israelites was created. My mama named Mary Elizabeth. That's the name of Jesus and John the Baptist parents because those was cousins. And not only was they cousins, Joseph and Mary was cousins because they have great great grandparents that was related. But it's a whole distant story that I can really get into it because my birthday 10/20 is gonna be 10/20/30 when the planets really align and I turn 40 years old because numbers is what Hermes put down here. But numbers come from symbols. I got a cousin named Carlos that go by Hermes that always made me remember the Spanish heritage. And then numbers is symbolic because numbers came from animals. With numbers coming from animals, they designed the numbers. Then once they designed the numbers, they made letters later. And once letters came, vowels was the first letters because you got to be a man of your word. And then after the vowels was created, the whole nouns, pronouns, all that was created. So then they made a whole alphabet outside the Greek alphabet because the Bible is from Greek text. And with it being from Greek text, all that stuff is coming from ancient Egypt and Greek mythologies, also Mesopotamian, Aztec, because there's a pantheon of gods. For there being a pantheon of gods, people come from different tribes, but it's still one source. It's still one high God, which is the universe that created all these other universes. It's 12 universes, 7 planets. And with the 7 planets matches the 7 days, you know what I'm saying? And then that's the mark of Jesus, the 777, to get out the Kundalini to know that within 7 days you want to align with 7 planets in order to find your 7 chakras. When you find the 7 chakras, you can hatch like all this stuff metaphor. Jesus being a carpenter because carpenters make the homes. We always in the house of the Lord because they came from his family. His family was creators. He didn't want to create homes. Instead, he went from there, went on his own journey. And he might have been King Herod's son because King Herod wanted all the 2-year-olds executed, which is why Joseph got the idea from Jabril. It's really Jabril because Jabril comes when your eyes are closed. That's like the blind man and they can read Braille. Jabril comes when the eyes are closed in the mind. He talked to Joseph and Mary, told them all the secrets to do so they can keep Jesus a secret from the king, but he was part of the bloodline of King David. That's why he had so much knowledge. And he had brothers that was already part of him, you know what I'm saying? That was Joseph's kids and Joseph, Mary combined, so that's his step brothers. And he had to always find out who he was because him being told he the son of God is an affirmative action. And affirmative action makes black kids obedience but it's all about who teaches them in home. Are they being taught by angelic or demonic presence? So that's very important. But it's it's so much to just breaking down that Bible. I went from Diddy to Jesus because we need some saving around here, man. I ain't got nobody on the live yet, and I'm dropping like some crazy now, some king shit for real because we are kings. He the king of kings. That's how you know he's Zeus. Zeus being the king of gods. Yeah, some dope shit going on, man. But 12 disciples, 12 months. We on Jesus' time, and it's really 13 zodiacs. 13 zodiacs is also how you got the queen because you no longer a part of the astrology. Like we get sight from stars and stuff, man. Man, living life, bro. Tell you, man, I'm on live right now giving this knowledge out because I said, bro, we always gotta leave records. You know, I made a song months ago, nigga, and I said Puff Daddy was gonna get caught for killing Biggie and Tupac. And not only did I make it months ago, it's dated online. So not only can I tell niggas I'm a prophet, bro, it's
they got him for that too?
Yes, $1 million for Tupac.
They got him for it?
Yes.
That's good.
I'm a prophet, bro. Like, I put it on, I said, Puff killed Big and Pop, put that on the record. Maybe this is speculation, but that's the only reason why I said that. Cause I'm like, bro. And then the song is a Kendrick and Drake diss. Because it was during the battle of Kendrick and Drake. I can see behind the scenes. I knew they was coming after Puff Daddy, man. They're coming after Jay-Z next. I made a Jay-Z diss song too. Because I already knew about Jay-Z about to get caught up. Bro, it's a beautiful life. And not only is it a beautiful life, it's like, bro, if they make a movie about us, man, the shit vindicates everything we talking about. That's what Victorious is about. Like, not only do we become artists based off our music, but our music paints such a deep picture and kaleidoscope that it's gonna send niggas out the matrix, man. But it has to be disclosed in a rap genius way. You know, I just found out songs and poems is spelt the same way, same letters. And that's why I be telling people, bro, we got the whole world in our hands. Because we gods of judgments opening up their book. And Psalms is like one of the ones where it's just poetry, man. Telling you how to flow with the universe, like, because the Bible makes sense, but it don't make sense because it don't tell you how to make sense of life. There's too many stories, too many lies, too many trials, too many tribulations. It don't tell you what sin is. Like, I was talking to this girl and she was trying to say Jesus was the only person that was sinless ever to exist. And I was like, we don't even know half his story. So I was like, for her to say that, and Elijah and Enoch being the only two to ascend to heaven, I was like, you're making up stuff now because it's all based off perspective. You're trying to say that you can't be a perfect person, but there's no such thing as even being perfect or sinless because even God said he unjust. That's Job, man. Job's the most strongest story. I actually prayed too one day, like, cause when I used to read the book, I was like, bro, I wrote something in this book, but I can't tell what I wrote, right? And I prayed on it, like, let me see what I wrote, and that's why I went to Psalms. But during the home invasion, I went to Job, and Job does not have an author.
He does have
an author, like somebody that wrote the actual.
Right, he wrote his shit.
They don't even know if Job wrote it. But when you really read Job, it's God just talking to the devil. It's not even him talking to Job, but it's God really sitting there explaining to the devil the balance of men. Like, why the world has to be itself. Like, why Job, because he was, when we go to Don't Be a Menace, the devil basically in the Bible, why Job got to get the new car? Why Job got to get the house up? Why Job got to be the blessed man? And then it shows, like, watch how Job react. Not only watch how Job react, watch how his friends react. Because, you know what I'm saying, DC Young Fly brought that shit back up. Like, but the story is so deep because Job's friends was like, what you do to God, bro? What you do? You had to do something to God, bro. You had to, bro. And Job's like, what you mean I did something to God? I follow nothing but God. You know, yeah. And then when Job talked to God, that's when God came down like, nigga, you want to be God? You want to be me? You want the job? You want the position? And that shit was like, all right. Because it's a balance. Like, everybody has to go through a punishment, but there's no telling when it is. And Diddy just been,
Yeah, it's this, you know, you said it's one way that you said it, that people don't pay attention to the story about. Like, you say it's him trying to be God. That's definitely a good way to look at it. He was like super, because he was super, he actually was arrogant. Like,
yeah.
because I do everything I want to do. Like, he was a little arrogant about it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, ain't that happening to me?
Yeah.
Because I do everything that God wanted me to do.
Yeah, and it was his friends heating him up too, because his friends was like, bro, you did something. Because that's how they felt at the time.
Yeah.
God only punished people from karma. So it's like when your karma hit, you did something that you're not owning up to, admitting to. And sometimes like, bro, I've been nothing but honest.
Yeah.
And that's how some people can turn sight and be like, fuck it, bro, maybe I am in hell. You know what I'm saying? Let me do like what everybody else doing here. And then they just gradually float towards that belief.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the point of the story. And then your good deeds ain't always gonna keep you from trials and tribulations.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, shit out, because you know the story of Job. You know what happened afterwards. So like, it's kind of weird because God had that shit set up for him. He had it set up for him. He said, "Oh man, you arrogant like this. Oh well, guess what, man? I look at it like this. I try to look at shit how you be looking at it, like with the funny shit. So I was like, damn, nigga, I'm bored as fuck, and this nigga running his mouth like how you don't think, you know, like kind of like how he's kind of like this almighty person because he listened to me all the time. He followed me, and you know what I'm saying. And it's like, nah. So hey, bro, hey man, nigga, I know you been wanting to fuck with somebody for a long time. Fuck my man Joe.
Yeah, because that's what the devil was, bro. The devil still was somebody like, bro, let me goddamn fuck with him one time, bro.
Yeah.
See if he even fuck with you.
Yeah.
But that's the situation where you see the guy and the devil just have a friendship.
Yeah, it's a counterpart. But that's in every religion too. That's a counterpart. You think about, you know what I'm saying, the Bhagavad Gita or the Vedics or whatever. Bro, there's this Krishna. You got Krishna and Shiva. Like they're the counterparts. You hear about Shiva. You hear about the motherfucker that's fucking shit up and all destroying it, and then you think of it as a woman. But and even with that, in some stories it's a woman, it's a man. But then you got Krishna, which is Christ. Yeah. They're counterparts, bro. They're counterparts. That's it, bro. That's why, yeah, bro.
That shit dope, bro. Cause it's all about like God. Really, that's when you look at the devil as not just an evil person, but a protector of the Lord. Like that's when it show you that them devils is not people that's trying to hurt motherfuckers, but they just trying to be like, bro, are you ready to get up in this motherfucking building? And that's when God too spoke about Leviathan, which was something that people started bringing up, because God was like, yeah, heaven still got crazy ass creatures up here. You feel me? If you think your world crazy, wait till you come up with this mystic motherfucker with dragons, dog. You ready for that? And I was like, yeah, bro. That's why Dragon Ball Z dope. Snake Way.
Yeah, Snake Way.
Oh, man. Snake Way, that nigga kept falling off, and it showed like the bitches was in hell, too.
You talking about
Goku?
Oh, Goku. Oh, it was, bro, yeah.
When he fell off Snake Way, he was saying that them people that couldn't get back up.
That was Dragon Ball, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was his first time reincarnating, like going through that reincarnating process. That's why I say it's dope to look at the psychology of Goku after, because Goku after was so strong when he got back, the nigga could read everybody's energy, and he always picked and chose fights. He wouldn't fight nobody until he knew he could beat them. It's funny as fuck because like if you really look back, he'll be in the chamber when he was waiting to fight Frieza. He had to get full strength, letting Krillin and all them getting bull bucked and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy Killer was like, take that. Man, they really did him. That was before Bad Boy came out. He was giving us a hint.
He was definitely dignified.
Yeah, man, he was Mace. Because everybody was like, Mace got to join church, bro. He falsified. And then they're like, oh, that's why he had to get saved. That nigga was, Diddy was in them red suits. That's something else. Bro, a Halloween party where everybody come with a Puff Daddy theme. And then it's BYOB, bring your own bottles, so people dress up like baby oil. So your girl got dressed up like the baby oil bottle. You got to come like a Puff Daddy or a bad boy character. And then some people can come like, you know what I'm saying? I was saying like Tommy from Rugrats, you know what I'm saying? The baby Tone Loc off of Baby Kids. They get dressed up like the twins from Proud Family.
Yeah.
Like you gotta come with a bad boy attire. If the shiny suits, you feel me? Some people come with the shiny suits.
That'd be crazy.
Still had a baby oil beside them, you feel me? Later on, we're gonna find out who the best bottle shaped woman is in the baby.
Right.
With the Johnson on and stuff, you feel me? Like, we're gonna get locked up for sure for that. Bro, wait till you see the video of the dude doing the Puff Daddy impersonation. He got a towel on this talking about Diddy trying to hide the evidence and he throwing baby oil bottles in with. Talking about, and then he poured it down the toilet like it's drugs, bro. I say, yo, why he ain't using to trip up the cops? He should have threw it on himself and hit the peanut butter man off of Family Guy. That dude that used to run around naked with the peanut butter on.
Yeah.
Diddy should have did that, man.
Yeah.
They would have never caught him. You can't put nobody in no cuffs. No baby oil.
Bro, but for some reason, I still feel like it ain't over. I just feel like it ain't over. This is not the last we've seen of this nigga, bro.
With that much baby oil, he gonna slip away. He gonna put it on the bars. I'm out there. I'm back. He gonna turn to flubber, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not surprised by that. That's why I'm quiet watching all this shit, man. Cause, bro.
Oh man.
Unless, but damn, they ain't got no trial for this nigga. They just said no nigga.
Nah, no bail, no nothing. And then you know Tyrese predicted it. He kept calling Shannon Sharp. He said, you know, we ain't nothing but ashy niggas. He said, yeah, you was ashy doing that Cat Williams. He just kept saying the word ashy. And not only did he hit with that, Baby Boy, you feel me, was the movie Baby Boy, Baby Oil. You feel me? This me using my Quantantra hearing. All right, so Baby Oil, he brought up Baby Boy. Tupac was supposed to be in Baby Boy. And then he got caught with the 1 million. He was speaking in code that whole interview.
Man.
He said Cat Williams a prophet. Cat Williams a prophet. He was saying that, man. I'm telling you, boy, that nigga knew. That Negro knew. Tyrese knew. Because they say, police say, hey, we need you to give some information.
He said, I'm still asking over here, nigga.
Right, he said, hey, man, I'm just giving you the sharpest stuff I know, man. I'm going Shay. That's the club for snitches now. We ain't fucking with Vlad. He called out Joe Rogan, bro, but he secretly did that too. Cause he said, look how they try to ride your waves.
Joe Rogan got the list. I don't know how the motherfucker got that, but you know Joe Rogan CIA. But
of course, but Joe Rogan tried to interview Cat Williams right after because it shows how they always try to steal.
And then Cat Williams said no.
He did, but it ain't go as viral as Shannon Sharp's.
Oh, he did. He actually did.
Because it's like now people still got to go back to Shannon Sharp. That's why you can't copy nothing. And nothing is new under the sun, but you don't want to copy something that somebody just came up with. You want to keep producing new ideas, new creativity. Because Joe Rogan, it's like, dang, so you showing us the second interview, everybody had to still go back to Shannon Sharp to see what he said on them. So it's like you debuckled yourself. You thought you was going to have a higher rating while he the talk of the town. But it's like, nah, bruh, somebody already opened that door. And then nobody want to hear repeated information.
That's true.
So Cat Williams told a whole different side of himself on Joe Rogan podcast that he could show on Shannon Sharp.
People was probably looking for that same type of
energy.
Cat Williams.
Yeah, because he was funny on Shannon Sharp because that's a drunk version of him talking to the lower version of himself. Mm-hmm. And then on the other one, he was high. They was using shrooms, weed shit. I don't know if he had shrooms, but he was speaking on his higher vocabulary than his lower.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, we gotta ride through the chakras. We can't always be at our high element. That drives niggas crazy. You gotta go to the street level and goddamn mix and match it. It's the only way to have fun out here. Cause I was just talking about alcohol. Like we just want alcohol to also control the element. They had drunken masters out here. Buddha goddamn about died from starvation because he thought that he wasn't supposed to have nothing in the world. So we been through this.